Andrew and Chris. Who are you again? And we're at, what were you at last night? What was the function?
We were at a Mudza Gala dinner night.
What does Mudza stand for?
It's the Manchester United Disabled Society.
Okay. Where was it held?
In the International Suite underneath the Stratford End.
Right, so, okay, so it's at Old Trafford. Right, whoops. I'm at it now.
Not again.
This is the first time. Okay.
There it is. Alright, mate. I got you one.
Right, okay. So, what was the point of the meeting?
It's just an annual get-together. It's a dinner night celebration. A lot of past players there, some legends. One of my heroes was the first ever Manchester United captain that I remember, Martin Buchan.
Was he there?
Yes.
Oh, very good.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
We got our photograph with him. Gordon McQueen was there. Lou Macari, Paddy Perrin, David Gill, Andy Ritchie, and David Moyes was the guest speaker.
Okay, and what did you get to ask any questions?
Yes, we did.
What was the question you asked?
I welcome David Moyes on behalf of the Glasgow branch to Manchester United.
Okay, good.
And I asked him,
what the fuck?
No, I didn't. I was tempted, and I was also tempted to ask him about Will Sahar.
Okay.
But I did ask him what had impressed him the most since he'd come to United.
Yes.
And he was there, he was asking questions, he was telling us a few stories, and the actual players he shook our hands, he went, "I've never seen so much for a team over." He seemed so committed in training. He goes, comparing them to the Everton players, he says the United players, the guys, they just go at it 100% all the time in training, absolutely flying into each other. They're just unbelievable. It's how professional they are, how smart they are. It's just the whole club as even right down to the wee youngsters. They turn up to training and matches in the suited and booted. He goes, it's just fantastic. And the one player, he says, the one player that, and I think it's an obvious one, was, he goes, Ryan Giggs. He says, on good form as well. He'll still be doing what he's doing at 40.
He clearly doesn't go on benders.
Chris got to ask him a question.
Hold on. What question did you ask our manager?
I was raging, right? I was going to say to him that as a proud member of the Glaswegian Reds, but again not a local, I know the Glaswegian traits, shall we say, what makes Glaswegian such good managers. And I'm sitting with the microphone waiting, and some arsehole got up and said, "What is it about Glasgow that makes you not?" The manager's so good. Oh, shit! I need to come up with a new question. So I'm sitting there, and Moyes is now looking at me. Well, okay, I've got a question. And I ended up coming up with something about
what's your middle name?
It's your first taste of European football. What's the experience been like, and how's it compared to Everton? And his answer was along the lines of, "Yeah, it's been a great experience. I've had a great start so far. It's not the first time. I did a little bit with Everton. I know. But the one thing I've been surprised about is European referees. They don't give you anything, do they? Jesus." And that was about it. The funniest bit of the David Moyes Q&A bit though was right, we've got time for one more question. And this wee boy gets up, Down syndrome boy, but he stands up and he goes, okay. He goes, "How old is Leighton Baines?"
And there was
How old is Leighton Baines?
Moyes is kind of, he's 28. You gonna sign him then?
for me.
I'm not laughing at Down syndrome people. That's cruel. But what a question to end on.
What a great question.
Brilliant question. Brilliant.
Not for me.
Right. So I saw the picture of you, Andy, and Gordon McQueen.
Yes.
Right. Now, can you just tell us the Gordon McQueen story?
Well, the Gordon McQueen story was that Andy was busy running people over on his scooter. I think he may have mentioned this already.
Running people on his scooter?
Running people over.
Oh, he's running people over on his scooter, okay.
He bumped into David Moyes and David Gill.
And knocked them both flying.
Nearly knocked them both flying. So he gets to Gordon McQueen, who just sat down, and he goes, Gordon, two Glasgow Reds here, and all. We really just want to know if we can get a picture taken. And Gordon just kind of looks, he had a few drinks this stage, he went, "Fuck off."
But obviously he changed because he didn't get a picture.
He was only joking. So we were asking how he was getting on. He's still a bit croaky, obviously, because of the camera. cancer and whatnot. So we were just asking, how's he getting on? How is life? How is Haley? That's how he actually got introduced. Everyone else got introduced with so many caps for United, so many goals scored, so many trophies won. He went, it's Haley's dad. Go on, but he was in good spirits. He was looking really healthy, really good. It was good to see him. It really was.
Absolutely good. So, were there any revelations? None at all. Not really. Was it all very?
The only thing, I don't know if it's a revelation or not, but it was the actual master of ceremonies actually asked him about how true was the Moyes Ozil room. Were we close to signing him?
Yes.
And he went, honestly, no. We were
never close.
Not
even close. Okay.
It's not something that we ever looked at. But I can tell you that we were pushing for the best players in the world, and one of them that we thought was going to pull off, but didn't quite happen, was Ronaldo.
He did say Ronaldo by name.
He did say Ronaldo by name.
Okay.
Didn't he?
Yes.
Ronaldo,
Yeah.
Ronaldo by name.
Because the question that was asked was, how close were we to signing Ozil?
Yeah.
And David Moyes says it was never on the radar.
Right.
Never.
Okay.
He goes, the big two were obviously Cesc Fabregas that everybody knew about. He goes, but the one that we came closest to was Ronaldo.
Guys,
Bizarre.
seeing Tuesday night, apparently it's only going to last for an hour.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not very good value for money.
Well, you get the book. You get the book and you get a signed copy of the book.
I'll be on eBay the next day.
You get a signed copy of the book.
It is disappointing, but you know.
I suppose everyone to miss the Norwich game for it.
David Beckham's doing one in the Manchester Football Museum. December the 2nd, Monday, 15 quid. But you need to be a member of the whoever buys the Times to log in.
What will be a question of Beckham? Have you still got the boot that Fergie kicked you with?
Well, what I've said next year, you can actually buy tables at this event. I didn't realise that.
The shortest measure of Bacardi you're ever going to see in your life. What is that?
I could buy a table,
Joke.
and it was £30 a head. And the value for money was we got a 4-course meal, which was all right. It wasn't amazing, but it was all right. It was edible. You got all those past players there. You got guest speaker, comedian. The comedian was hilarious.
Was that David Moyes?
And it was, I mean, that was 30 quid a head. And so that's what we're saying next year. I think that table gets that.
Yeah, but also if you're in early, you can get a table for the Players Awards at Old Trafford. You can get one. You get a table early enough, and you can get £100 a head. £100 a net. I brought £100 a head.
But I can go to a Christmas party with Mudster and do a thingy with them. And what was it saying in that?
The lunchtime thing, but
it's at lunchtime, but all the players come in.
All right. Oh well.
And,
maybe that's a better idea then.
I'm going to Q&A at
Hey, get it arranged. I'll definitely go.
Because see, last night you would have loved last night.
If you can get that arranged, I'll definitely go.
We also met my good friend David Gill.
Did you?
Was this the one that blanked you when you were abroad there?
Yeah, I ran him over. He ran him over last night. I ran him and Moyes over.
He ran him over.
And I nudged into Moyes as I was going past him.
And he went,
I'm sorry, Dave, I'm really... He said, no, don't worry about it. He goes, that's a chest full of medals you got, isn't it?
And so while David Gill was rolling around in agony, Andy picked him up. Oh yeah, do you remember my mate Chris here from Donetsk? And he kind of looks at me and went,
no! Badil! David Badil!
And I said to him, well, we met at security at the airport. He went,
no, were you that Turkish bloke?
He then said, no, was I drunk? I went, no, you might have been, you might have been. No, I'll explain. So we're then going for a group photo.
Group hug.
And as we're still talking about Ukraine, he actually says to both of us, fucking hell, we should have won that match, shouldn't we? You're right, yeah, we should have done, David.
Did he use the F word?
He used the F word.
Fucking hell.
The one player that impressed me the most, and you can tell he doesn't do much of it, is Martin Buchan. Because I'd gone over to him and actually asked him, and he said, what table are you on? I said, table 34. And he came over and we were chatting away and all that. He goes, where did you get the bus from? I said, well, it goes from Uddingston. And they started going, oh yeah, that's where Georgie Best's agent's from, lived.
That's alright.
I don't know. Going on and on and on and all that. And at the end of it, we shook hands and everything. And he said to me, he goes, thank you very much for asking us to
bizarre.
Well, that was really, really
Well, that's good.
But I said to him, I said, you were the first captain. I remember.
Yeah.
When I first started.
Yeah, in the 70s, about 76.
Late
70s, yeah.
He was the first captain.
He was, Martin Buchan.
For me,
I was,
I gave him a programme. It's going to get
and I was disappointed with the professor. The professor didn't recognise who he was. He said it was Peter Barnes.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah,
I know he's putting a bit of weight, but come on.
but what was his second guess? Second guess was Viv Anderson.
Oh, was
Hoping that
it?
might have been a bit of a joke.
No, that's stretching United legends a little bit too far, I think, just a tad.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, well,
Martin Buchan.
yeah. It's still Martin Buchan, isn't it? It's still Martin Buchan. He's put a bit of weight, he's gone grey. But who's the ugly? But who's the ugly bastard on the left? Oh, it's Chris. It was a pun. I didn't mean it, Chris. You're actually a fine-looking chap. And I'd have you any day.
Really.
Chris,
If I ever get truly, ridiculously desperate, I would really ask somebody else.
I'm your man.
I'll tell you what. His contact in Munster, Cara.
She nice. Yeah, that's the one on Facebook. It's good, isn't it? Well done. Well, I'm glad you did it. Anyway, if you can get the Christmas one organised, I will definitely go. Right. Andy, we just want to know, how did you get? How did you manage to get thrown out of Old Trafford when we were playing them against Liverpool? Can you just tell us the story, please?
I was leaving Old Trafford. The game had finished.
Right.
Actually finished. And as I was walking out. Well, riding out.
Scootering out, right. Right.
There was a fan in the away section. Liverpool fan right up in the away section. Started giving it the old wings.
Okay.
So obviously, I take great offence to this.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
And I basically pointed at him and said, "You're a wanker."
Yes.
Basically. And the next minute I'm driving past and there was a big fat scouser in a wheelchair, started hurling abuse at me and went to throw a punch at me. So I'm like, I'm not having this, and reversed back. I started giving him a bit of abuse and I started swinging, I swung 2 punches at him, and then my brother came over and swung one on him as well, and we were asked to leave.
Was your brother's able-bodied, isn't he? And he was trying to have a swing at a guy in a wheelchair?
He had a bit of a swing at the carer.
All right, okay, right. So it's a bit of a carer, your melly sort of thing, Iris.
It's not like I was arrested. I was busted out.
Basically, you were asked to leave. Yeah, okay. I was hoping for a bit more juice to that, but anyway, it's a good story anyway.
He was also told off by his contact Cara because he was a naughty man, weren't you?
Yes.
Annoying who?
Naughty man. Last week I took my daughter as my carer, my 6-year-old daughter.
But she does care. So she is a carer. Exactly.
Honesty said, she's probably better than some of the carers that come in.
Well, there you go. Because it's more in tune to your needs. Because him as a carer. How can you call him a carer?
Excuse me, I got you through the train in one piece, thank you very much.
Oh, there you go.
I might have just left you in that subway, Never seen you again.
Remember the guy who were in between me?
Boy, if you hadn't been me, you'd never met those two clowns outside that stage.
That's also true.
This is true.
That's a good point,
Which is one of the highlights of your life.
Obviously.
Even though I don't remember it, it is what I say.
Have the video evidence it did happen.
He was like,